Hi, everyone. About a minute on Siemens Gamesa's $1 billion loss, which is just the latest example of bad news in the wind energy sector. I'll cut to the chase. The hype around wind energy keeps colliding with reality. A lot of people think wind energy is the way we're going to go. What we're seeing, in fact, is big industrial companies reporting big losses, including just over the last quarter, Siemens Gamesa, which bills itself as the global leader in offshore wind power, announced a $1 billion loss. That's just for the latest quarter. This follows news from last month when GE Renewable Energy announced that it lost $2 billion in 2022. So what's going on here? I think there are several factors. One is higher interest rates. The other is higher commodity prices and also higher labor costs. All of these things are hurting the renewable energy sector. It's a point that Adam Rosenzweig made on the Power Hungry podcast a few weeks ago. You can check that out on YouTube or on any of the streaming podcast platforms. But I think it's also about permitting. You've seen over the last few weeks, in fact, numerous whales washing up on the East Coast. That has slowed permitting for offshore wind, as well as higher costs where these offshore wind developers are saying we can't make money with the power purchase agreements we've signed. And then onshore permitting is also very difficult. I've documented this over and over in the Renewable Rejection Database, which you can find on my website, robertbryce.com. Just since the beginning of the year, 2 communities, one in Nebraska, one in Ohio, passed ordinances that effectively block new wind energy installations. So this is about permitting, it's about commodities, it's about labor, higher interest rates. All of these things are affecting the ability of the wind energy business to expand. It's interesting to note that Siemens Gamesa said in their press release there's a sizable gap between recent installation expectations and targets, and they called for further government action. They want more subsidies. They want easier permitting. I wouldn't count on either one of those. Okay, I'll stop there. Follow me on Substack, robertbryce.substack.com. Thanks a lot. See ya.